In 2002, a man named Rick Hill set out for a solo hike in one of the most remote corners of Alaska, Wrangell St. Elias National Park. A man who knew the wilderness like the back of his hand, yet what happened next would have become one of Alaska's most baffling mysteries. Rick was an experienced outdoorsman. He wasn't careless, but weeks after he failed to return home, a massive search was launched. Search crews combed the dense forest and jagged mountains, calling his name, scanning every inch of the forest, but all they ever found was Rick's car, parked in a clearing, locked tight and untouched. And there was no signs of Rick anywhere. There was no footprints leading into the woods, no gear, no campfires, nothing. It was like he just disappeared into thin air. And eventually the search was cut off, and Rick was declared dead, lost to the wilderness, and swallowed by the unforgiving wild of Alaska. But in the years that followed, the mystery of his disappearance only deepened. In 2019, 17 years later, a man walked into a DMV office in Anchorage and applied for a driver's license. The name on the application: Rick Hills, the man who disappeared 17 years prior to this. Officials were stunned. Rick Hills had been missing, believed dead, for nearly 2 decades. They was wondering how it was possible and where he had been all this time. And the police tracked the man down quickly, and when they found him, they seen it truly was Rick Hills, the man that had disappeared so long ago. But when questioned about his disappearance, Rick refused to answer. He gave no explanation for his years away, no story, no details. Then, just as suddenly as he had returned, Rick vanished again. No phone calls, no sightings, no clues, just gone. Some say he lived in hiding, fearing something or someone. Others whisper about secret government programs or mental health struggles. But no one knows the truth, and that's what makes this story so haunting. Now, why did Rick disappear the first time? How did he survive? And why vanish again right after being found? And to this day, his whereabouts remain unknown. Twice swallowed by the Alaskan wilderness, twice lost to everyone who cared. Now, Rick Hills is truly a man who vanished twice. Maybe one day the truth will come to light, but until then, his story remains a chilling reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved. But that's me all for today, guys. I hope y'all did enjoy that quick little story. If y'all did, make sure to leave a like on it. Also, subscribe down below if you haven't already, because it's free and it helps me a whole lot, so definitely do that if you haven't already. But with all that said, I hope y'all have a great day, but this story is left in the past.